Want some candy?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I hear you looking for candy, man, bitch. Give me some sugar, baby. Like scary movies.
Uh-huh. Want some candy?
Are we starting now?
We're good.
Hold on. Oh shit, the lyrics are right here.
Keeping all this in.
Stereo. Long ago, my darling, turn the radio up. Oh, that sweet sound. Hold me close,
never let me go.
Keep me feeling alive, make me lose control.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Monster Candy Podcast.
I look in your eyes, I go crazy. Fever's high with the lights down low.
It's a special Zoom episode.
Make me lose control.
My name is Dominic Davey, and I'm here with Screamin E, and back again is Shotzi Blackheart.
Hi. Hello.
We're all here. This is crazy.
Two of us in the same house, different rooms.
Yeah. Screamin E and Shotzi Blackheart are and oh, look at that. Aw. If this becomes a Zoom video if this becomes a YouTube video we post, you'll get to see the super, super adorable dog. What's the dog's name again?
Tupelo.
Tupelo. I thought it was going to be Karloff. Am I imagining that?
Okay, so legally her name is Boris Karloff, but I just call her Tupelo because it's cuter.
All right. Fair enough. Welcome to Monster Candy Podcast, everyone. We're actually reunited. They are zooming in from Florida, and my sorry ass is still in California, which actually has weather right now like Florida usually has, where it's super humid.
All in the same place.
It's crazy. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie called Dead Heat. But first, it's time for...
Horror news.
That's right. So first, guys, why are you in Florida? What did you just do? Tell everybody. If they
We went to see Joe Bob Briggs discuss how rednecks saved Hollywood.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got a history lesson on some rednecks.
Yeah.
Would you stop?
Did the rednecks actually save Hollywood? Did that actually happen?
Yes, in a way.
In a way, I imagine it's in a way. I like the
Yeah,
candles.
It was
Guys,
pretty
look
cool.
how hardcore I am.
Just the tip. That's gonna be a GIF. This is so good to have you back, buddy.
My tongue is burning. I'm licking a candle right now. I'm licking the flame of a candle right now. Look.
She has two candles and she's licking the flame.
Yummy.
She's something
Don't
else.
put me on camera, y'all.
Yeah, I know. Now you're on camera. This could actually be a special YouTube video. I can't guarantee it's going to be released, but I already think it now has to be, because otherwise you're not going to see the dog or you licking a candle. So you guys went to Florida to be able to go to this event. It is so hot in my room right now.
Yes.
You guys went, and it was awesome. So you guys got hooked up. Tell me a little bit about it. Tell us about it, because I didn't get to know it. Awesome.
I found out that this was going down in Florida.
Yeah.
But because of Ronaville, I forgot to get tickets like right away.
Yes.
So by the time I went to get them, since they were doing half capacity
Yes.
and everything was on standby. So I was like, fuck. But I hit up our horror homie, Darcy the Mail Girl. I was like, dude, I fucked up. Because I told her we were going to be going. And she was like, sweet, I'll see you there. And I told her, I fucked up. It's half capacity and I forgot. She's like, oh, shit. Let me see what I can do. So she got us in and got us fucking VIP seating.
That's awesome.
We got to hang out afterwards for a little bit, talk to him. Shotzi and her took a sweet fucking wrestling promotion picture. Shotzi was giving a sweet old thumbs down to AEW, her mask.
Sorry, y'all. I'm NXT Pride. Gold brand. What is up, AEW? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was cool, man.
She got
They
real.
fucking it's legit. I didn't know what to expect, but it's legit a history lesson, like a legit history lesson mixed in with a bunch of cinema shit, and he goes all through a bunch of decades and everything. If it ever comes out to California, I would definitely do it again. Go
That's
see
awesome. That's sick. You guys got to go. And I saw that Darcy the Mail Girl did post a picture of her wearing one of the Monster Candy t-shirts.
She did.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So just so everyone knows, by the time this episode airs, you too can get a Monster Candy t-shirt. It'll be on sale at thedinosaurfactory.com.
Woo!
All sizes. So go over there and get it. But yes, Darcy the Mail Girl posted a picture of herself confirming that it was her behind a Bride of Frankenstein mask at an airport, but she was wearing one of our t-shirts. And that's pretty cool. So Darcy, if you're listening, thank you for doing that. That was sick.
Darcy, you cool.
Yeah, dude, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you guys got a good time. And when you posted 2/3 of Monster Candy podcast was there, I actually reposted it going, the 1/3 is me. I am the one that's home not doing anything. Living the uncool life, the sad life in the heat and the humidity.
So that's our horror news.
Okay, I have a couple other bits to throw out at you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay,
Juicy bits all
Juicy
up in our
bits.
faces.
Stolen from other pages. Check this out. The sequel of The Babysitter on Netflix 2017. You guys remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Mick G film. Yeah, so apparently the trailer is going to drop because there's going to be a sequel called The Babysitter Killer Queen, and it's coming to Netflix next month in September.
Killer Queen.
Yeah, and McGee returned to direct the film, written by Dan Lagana and Brad Morris and Jimmy Warden and McGee. It apparently takes place 2 years after defeating the satanic cult led by his babysitter B. Cole's trying to forget his past and focus on surviving high school, but when his old enemies unexpectedly return, Cole will once again have to outsmart the forces of evil. I actually like this film, the original film, a lot more than I thought I would. And because it's Netflix, it hasn't come out on Blu-ray or DVD or anything, which kind of sucks, but it's a good movie. It was fun. Did you guys catch it? You guys saw it, right?
I did.
Wait, the new one?
The Babysitter in 2017. It's about the satanic cult. You guys haven't seen it?
Oh, no, I guess I haven't.
You should check it out. It's kind of funny and goofy and really pretty, a lot better than it should have been. So it doesn't surprise me.
Wait. No. We did. It's the one where she was babysitting the kid and her friends come over, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And they try and kill him.
Yes.
Right?
It stars
Right.
Samara Weaving and Judah Lewis. A bunch of Bella Thorne's in it. Like they all, like all the cheerleaders and the dudes they turn out to be a cult and they want to sacrifice the kid.
They come over for like a party the babysitter's like kind of having, and it ends up turning into like they're gonna kill the kid.
Yeah, that was the plan all along. It's a good movie. We should do a look at it, especially if there's a sequel coming out, because we could do both movies or something. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what you guys think of it. Anyway, that's happening if anyone gave a shit about that. In other weirder news as far as sequels go, Kevin Smith has said Tusk 2 is possible, and he actually has an idea for the story.
What's the idea?
Wait, there's gonna be a story this time besides some shit.
He said, okay, apparently he was doing a Twitch session and he explained that it's possible and we could see the return of Wallace the Walrus. He says, I'm shocked we got away with Tusk 1, but I'll be honest with you, I do have a story for Tusk 2. The great Michael Parks, who played Howard Ho, the guy who, Howard Howe, the guy who turns Wallace into the Walrus, sadly passed away a couple years ago. Amazing actor I got to work with twice, but at the ending of Tusk, if I wanted to be a commercial filmmaker, which apparently I never wanted to be, I would have ended the film when Guy Lapointe comes in and raises a shotgun, and you just hear the walrus scream, and we cut to black. Well, there's a version of Tusk 2 that you could do where you cut to the present, someone else gets sucked into the spider's web. In the house, you hear stories, and when you get to the house, the new Howard Howe is Wallace himself, who's gotten out of the walrus trappings and stuff and is obviously disturbed by his entire ordeal and is now doing it to others. So there's a way to do Tusk 2 where Justin becomes Michael Parks' character, Wallace becomes sort of the new Howard Howe. So that's possible. Tusk 2 is possible. Obviously, I've thought about it. Is that necessary? Is it?
No. You know what though? I'm still gonna watch it even though I didn't really like Tusk.
Yeah.
I think I'm still gonna check it out.
I like Justin Long. I pretty much like anything that he does. He's great. Kevin Smith, I like a lot, but not everything works, you know? It's kind of like I always want to look at him like, hey, not every idea is going to be the idea, you know? Might not always want to do that.
No.
But
No.
yeah, apparently that's a possibility. So,
Well, you know, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
very Jurassic Park. Yeah. That's so much about whether you could, you never.
But I guess life finds a way.
Life does find a way to get a sequel. My last bit of news is that apparently Blumhouse, welcome to Blumhouse, Amazon Studios is releasing 4 movies of a total of 8 genre movies where each film presents a distinctive vision and unique perspective on common themes centered around family and love as redemption or destructive forces. Amazon Prime Video will launch the initial slate of 4 films as double features starting on October 6th with The Lie, directed by Veena Sud from The Killing in 7 Seconds, Black Box, directed by up-and-coming writer-director Emmanuel Osei Kuffer Jr., who did Born With It, and then launching the following week on October 13th is Evil Eye from the directors Ilan Dasani and Rajiv Dasani, who did A Day's Work and Jin. And then Nocturne, written and directed by Zhu Quirk, who did Zuz Wang and Ghosting, who makes her feature film debut. So apparently they're going to do a whole series of horror-based movies on Amazon Prime, starting with 4, and then there'll be another 4 launched a little bit later. So it's kind of cool. I mean, Blumhouse has been doing pretty cool shit. I mean, they're really keeping it going. They're pushing.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff, I guess.
All right, here's the movies. The Lie. When their teenage daughter confesses to impulsively killing her best friend, 2 desperate parents attempt to cover up the horrible crime, leading them into a complicated web of lies and deceptions. Black Box is about, after losing his wife and memory in a car accident, a single father undergoes an agonizing experimental treatment that causes him to question who he really is.
Oh.
Evil Eye. A seemingly perfect romance turns into a nightmare when a mother becomes convinced her daughter's new boyfriend has a dark connection to her own past.
Whoa.
And then finally, Nocturne. Inside the halls of Elite Art Academy, a timid music student begins to outshine her more accomplished and outgoing twin sister when she discovers a mysterious notebook belonging to a recently deceased classmate. So there we go. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting that Blumhouse is actually spitting out like a whole 8-movie series deal with Amazon, which I think kind of represents that right now with the theaters shut down, everybody's kind of going to streaming and trying to push the movies out that way lately. Like Shotzi, before we started recording, you were like, "Are there any movies coming out in theaters?" And I was like, "Not right now."
August 28th.
There needs to be more drive-ins.
You know, do you think I was talking to somebody the other day and I was saying that I felt that drive-ins never got out of popularity with people. I felt like people got marketed away from drive-ins.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to build, they didn't want to do the land. But I never ever heard anyone said, I hated drive-ins. It seemed like everybody loved them. And then all of a sudden they weren't opening them anymore and they were changing over to like multiplexes and big theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Illuminati.
Possibly. I don't understand though why some of those big multiplexes that have their own parking lots in suburbs aren't investing in putting drive-ins in those parking lots.
I have some friends that are actually working on drive-ins, so I feel like there's going to be more popping up soon.
That would be interesting. I'd be into that. Right? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. I think that's it for horror news, everybody.
I think that is it.
That's
and
it.
that wraps up horror news.
Horror news. All right. So this movie. Wow. I
can't believe. Oh my God. I can't believe this.
No. Okay. So Dead Heat. I never heard of this film. I didn't know it existed. I had no idea. And then you guys mentioned that we should do this film for Shotzi's return. And I have to say,
I've been resurrected.
you've been resurrected. But what about the soul, Becky? The soul. This fucking movie is terrible.
What?
Oh, come on.
Okay. I will say something starting off. It made me like Treat Williams more and like Joe Piscopo less.
What?
I already had that opinion of those two.
Breaking my heart. This movie, I've rented this movie so many times throughout my childhood.
Wow. Yeah?
For the awesome dialogue alone. Come on.
Dialogue. There's some.
It is so cheesy.
It is. Okay.
What color did you get? What color did you get? Mulberry wine. Oh, good choice. It brings out your eyes.
Okay.
Come on now.
So
Come on.
cheesy. Why do you like that line?
So good. Because Joe Piscopo is awesome.
Okay, so just for anyone like me who wasn't aware this movie existed, it came from 1988. It's the story of Roger Mortis, and Doug Bigelow, who are cops in Los Angeles who are chasing crooks that are dead serious about crime. Or should I say they're chasing dead crooks perpetuating serious crimes. Seems some nutcases learned how to bring back the dead and is sending them on crime sprees. Now the indestructible goons are in the way of officers Mortis and Bigelow. To even things up, when Mortis is killed, in the line of duty, of course, he gets a jump start from the resurrection machine and takes the fight to the zombie bad guys.
Dude, it's so good. It had everything I love in it. Zombies,
Right.
action,
Yes.
and fucking Joe Piscopo. Science fiction and Joe Piscopo. Come on now.
I have
Come
to say,
on.
this movie had a shockingly good cast with absolutely terrible lines in it. And I couldn't believe,
so
like, hold on. Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo. Okay, Darren McGavin, total legendary character actor right there. Vincent Price. Martha Quinn is a newscaster in this fucking movie.
Dude, Key Luke, the guy from fucking Gremlins.
Yeah, Key Luke is in it.
And a bunch of other fucking older movies.
Can't believe I left him out. What are all these people doing in this fucking movie? Who did they owe money to, and how did this happen?
Being awesome.
This little going to the market.
I think the best line in it is when Joe Piscopo, yes, I'm saying that he said it, says, "What about the soul, Becky?" the soul. Everyone is shockingly blasé about the resurrection machine in this movie. Like, they bring back the dead when they discover that is happening. Nobody gives a fuck.
See, I love this movie because it completely sums up the ridiculousness of the 80s. Everything about it, way better than Lethal Weapon 2, I might add. So much better.
I wrote that this is like a TV movie, but there is a good movie buried in this garbage pile. I mean, it's buried deep, but it's totally here. There is a coherent story in this movie.
Yeah, kind of.
No, there is. It totally makes sense.
Something.
Like, this company is bringing people back to life. It's only for a duration. They figure out how to do it longer. The cops are on their trail. They sit. I mean, if a little bit of work on the dialogue, and some lines are amazing. This movie could have been a thing. I would.
Speaking of a good line, I thought this was pretty fucking awesome when what's her name? The chick that ends up melting. She goes, "You're hurt." When Treat Williams gets his hand sliced, and she goes, "You're hurt," and he goes, "Lady, I'm fucking dead."
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I mean, there are some straight up Evil Dead, Army of Darkness level lines in this movie, and those
Yes,
are
it
great
was
moments.
very campy, very Evil Dead-esque.
Yeah. There's another one though that said, "Hi Doug, welcome to Zombieland." Like, I was like, is that what you'd say to him right then? But you know,
What else would you say?
yeah, I have a couple notes, but I mean, you know, I was like, I walked into this with no idea what to expect. Shotzi, when did you first see this movie? Like, how do you know about this movie?
I think E showed it to me years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it and was like, we need to watch this.
Oh.
Yeah, a long time ago. Like I said, I would rent this along with a number of other movies, like at least every other week.
Oh, that's really.
Come on,
I mean,
the opening scene when they're driving in the car and Joe Piscopo's beating all thing. Dude, it's fucking amazing. I love everything about this movie. It's random as fuck.
It is.
But who cares? Who cares?
I like the fucking 45. The makeup. Yeah, there's some good makeup. I mean, it's not like Baker or I mean, you know, it's good for what it is, for sure.
Oh, Shotzi, there she is.
Why did nobody? So when Roger
and Judo Jean LaBelle is one of the security guards at the very end that gets shot.
Oh, is he? I didn't even catch that. Oh my God, this is crazy. I mean, Lindsay Frost, I guess, did some TV work, and Claire Kirkconnell became an artist later. I don't know. It didn't seem to go any further. Oh yeah, Robert Picardo's in it. That guy, he's been in a million things. He's the lieutenant that they borrow the cop car from.
Yeah,
kind of looks like
the gym teacher from the Wonder Years.
Yeah. He's done a lot of stuff.
And the werewolf from fucking The Howling.
And the doctor in Star Trek The Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a holographic doctor. He was in inner space trying to be. I mean, he's been in a ton of stuff. But yeah, I swear to God, I can't believe how many actors are in this movie.
Kill this guy, would you?
I saw kill this guy, would you? Why did no one shoot the door of the asphyxiation chamber? Like, that guy, Mortis has a 45 cannon in his jacket, and he's trying to ram open the door as the air is getting sucked out of the room. I'm sorry, if I had a gun, I am shooting every single inch of that room. I'm going to fill it with holes.
But then he wouldn't have died, and then
he should have been separated from his gun.
Awesomeness wouldn't have ensued, and then we wouldn't have gotten the awesomeness that's Dead Heat.
I mean, this is mind-blowing science that they discover, and everybody's just like,
"Oh yeah."
They approach this with the same level of excitement that Shotzi's approaching this episode.
Starfish. Just like that. No big deal.
Just no big deal. It's like you find out, like, oh, we have a resurrection machine. You get another 12 hours before you melt into soup.
How did she find that out?
Which part?
That
Becky.
melted-
She said that from the rate, she was guessing at the rate that he would decompose, but it seems like it's an accelerated decomposing. Like, I don't know. It takes a while for somebody to turn to soup, so I'm assuming that she must have figured out some sort of cellular degradation, but that would take some time. I don't know how she figured it out. That's a good point, Shotzi. She seemed to came to that conclusion really quickly.
She's mathematical.
Mathematical. Maybe
she
she
just
read it.
knew. Come on, she just knew.
She might have read it. She might have read it because she was looking over all that machine data. I don't know. I don't remember how she announced it.
I mean,
I was
the
impressed.
plot, it's loose butthole, but who cares?
Well, he outlived Doug, so that was impressive. Let's see. I literally wrote the note, Jesus Christ, the ending.
Everybody dies,
Yeah,
which is fucking rad.
except for Vincent Price.
Well, you know, somebody's got to live, I guess.
And I also wrote, this is a weird movie.
Dude, I like how Darren McGavin is literally the fucking dad from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Like same character, and it's awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I guess
Going to the market. Sorry, that's my favorite.
Okay. All right. What is everybody's favorite scene?
Oh man.
There's
Favorites.
there's like three that I really, really like.
Okay.
The face melting scene.
That was pretty sweet.
The scene where what's his nuts is shooting the other dead guy, and they're just shooting shit out of
Treat
each other.
Williams at the end when
They're
they're
just standing there, like just twitching,
Yes.
unloading clips into each
My
other.
God, never gonna end. They just keep going.
Just keep killing.
They just keep going.
it's so good.
And then obviously the meat market scene.
Where all of the dead animals come to life in the meat market and start trying to attack.
The big old cow comes out.
That was actually awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
The special effects in the meat market are great.
Pure
They're pretty
1980. They're pure late 80s, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
What about you, E? What's your favorite scene?
Honestly, my favorite scene is the very first scene where they're in the car and Joe Piscopo's pounding on the dashboard and just looking over at him like jiving and fucking rocking out. I'm like, dude, this is so dumb. It's hilarious. And I love it. And then the mulberry wine.
That does seem to be a big standout for you.
Brings out your eyes.
I love when Joe Piscopo really tries to be serious. Huh?
I don't get it. Why is that funny?
Because he's a dead guy putting on lipstick. And he's, I don't know, being all, oh shit, I have to buy lipstick to put on my fucking face.
There's so many funny scenes in this movie, and the mulberry wine scene is your favorite.
Dude, it's my favorite. Because it brings out his eyes.
I find it interesting that Randy James, the publicist for Dante Pharmaceuticals, literally let them twist for that long, not admitting that she was also undead. And I mean,
loose butthole. I mean, there's the plot.
Yeah, it's
very loose.
I mean, I'm glad you admit that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of problems with this. Yeah, I mean, you're like Mr. Fister in this fucking whole thing, but
I mean, I was also like, how are we? I'm still a little unclear on what exactly, whether Vincent Price was a victim or not, and then how like he was trying to warn on the side of a lamp that was in his funeral.
They did this on the last season of Joe Bob's show, The Last Drive-In. This is on there, and they went in to it about there's some shit cut out and a lot of stuff didn't make sense. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
There was stuff cut out of it. I'm gonna watch. Oh God, I can't believe I have to watch this again. I'm gonna watch the Joe Bob Briggs version because I want to see what
Watch
he
it.
says about this.
Oh, brother, the Joe Bob Briggs version.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that version.
Did
I
we?
wish I-
Okay. Did we mention this yet? That Dead Heat is on Shudder if y'all want to watch it, and there is also a version where Joe Bob Briggs does commentary in between. So watch that one.
I wish I would have known that. I did
Yeah.
not see that episode before. I didn't realize he did one. I would have watched that one. Now I got to watch that fucking movie again.
It doesn't necessarily clear up a lot of stuff.
I can't imagine it doesn't, because it gets a little murky at the end there. On like, wait, wait, what?
That's
Did he
pretty
kill
much
that rich guy?
Yeah.
Did Kelvin
That's
Price's character to make him a undead so he could get more
Doesn't-
money? Or,
doesn't get much more clear, but
yeah.
you know, I don't see, this movie is so fucking ridiculous.
You're like, you can't think about it too much, man.
Yeah, no, man. You just got to go with it. Just got to go with it.
Wow.
Right.
All right. I think my favorite scene is, though, the melting scene. When you actually see what that looks like. There's a couple cheeseball moments, effects in there, but great for the time. And just, it looks like, especially when her eyeballs melt out of her skull, like
Yeah.
that was pretty crazy. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Yeah, her face sags. Yeah, that's good impersonation. See, now see, that's another reason I need to make this a YouTube video so people can see the face you're making. So
I'm enacting the scene right now.
everybody look at the time right now and then forward that to the YouTube video that you see and then find what she's doing with her face right now. Prime acting. Prime.
It's good.
This is why you're gonna get a movie deal one day. You're gonna be you're gonna be in movies because of that. One day we'll see you melt on screen.
Yep. Make the Bucks do it too. Millionaire.
It's a fun movie. It is a fun fucking movie. But yeah, you can't think about it too hard at
Or
all.
at all. You just can't think about it. You just got to watch it and enjoy it for what it is.
That's right. Just
Isn't
roll.
Isn't that Butcher, Professor Taru Tanaka? Hasn't he been in other stuff? He was in Last
Yeah, oh,
Action
yeah, yeah,
Hero. Yes, he has. Running Man, Dark
Mhm.
Man. Dude, he was in a lot of stuff. But he stopped acting in 95. I wonder why.
Dead Heat took a lot out of him. He was like, fuck.
Probably.
I peaked at Dead Heat.
Yeah, I thought I had seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he basically was all over the 80s.
Yeah. He was always like the bodyguard or the fucking enforcer guy too.
Right. I like how one of his second acting gig ever was in 1981 on The Fall Guy, the TV series, which I don't know how many people remember that, but
Dude.
he literally went by Big Guy.
The Fall Guy was first of all, Lee Majors is fucking rad, period.
Yeah.
$6 Million Man
Yep.
and Fall Guy. Come on. So good.
This is utterly fascinating. Fascinating.
But as you said before, the cast in this, it has a shit ton of people in it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally
Yeah.
crazy.
Good cast. Stellar cast.
Absolutely stellar.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I mean, I think
there's really not much more you could say about this movie.
no, I mean, I did not know that Treat Williams, who I loved from Deep Rising, another campy movie, but I think a great, great campy movie. Have you ever seen that one, Deep Rising?
Yes.
What's Deep Rising?
It's the one where they go into a cruise ship and it's being attacked by tentacle monsters.
Oh, I don't know. Let's watch.
It's
should
no
do- we
Dead
should do one.
Heat,
It's
but
nothing else is Dead Heat. I would say that we should totally do an episode on that because I'm feeling the Treat Williams. We should keep going.
oh, are we going to do another 3-parter of Treat Williams movies?
I know I'm looking at what movies Treat Williams has done, but I definitely think we should do We should do Deep Rising at some point because that's a fun ass movie. He's still acting. I'm scrolling back, seeing what he's done. A lot of TV lately. A lot of TV. Whole lot of TV. Yeah, but I'd like to see Deep Rising again.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah.
You ain't watching shit.
He's Xander Drax in The Phantom. He's in Mulholland Falls as Colonel Nathan Fitzgerald. He's in Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead as Critical Bill, which is a cool name. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of stuff. Yeah. Dead Heat, 1988. Jesus Christ.
What a good year. And a good movie. God.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you know, he was in Streetcar Named Desire, the TV movie, as Stanley Kowalski, so I'm sure he's really happy.
This movie is so good, we watched it like 3 times in the last 2 days.
Yeah, we did.
He's in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back as Echo Base Trooper, and he's uncredited, 1980.
Blasphemy.
Oh, shit. He's also in 1941 as Corporal Chuck Stretch Statarsky. Anyway, needs to say, this movie, holy shit.
Can I give it, is it possible to give it 6 cute undead zombie candy corns?
Yeah.
Shotzi will allow it. She's the queen of the candy corns.
I allow.
How much?
Just asking.
All right, you're giving it 6. Why are you giving it 6?
No, I'd give it a 4, a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, because seriously, after 30 plus years of renting this, like, of watching this movie, I can watch it over and over again. I'm like, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, I just think it's super fun. If you ignore all the plot holes and you just
like
watch
potholes,
fun, is pretty dope.
Okay.
It's like dad jokes, you know?
A lot of dad jokes.
It's a big old dad joke. And I
Dude.
love dad. So
but like after they kill the bad guys in the very beginning and walking through the police precinct, and Joe Piscopo passes the nun, he's like, "Call me later." So dumb, but so very Joe Piscopo.
My father hung me on a hook. Once. Johnny Dangerously is the best movie I can think of that Joe Piscopo was in. That movie is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of his from Saturday Night Live. And he's terribly good in this movie. Like, it's terrible, but it's good. And it's very Joe Piscopo. And I'm glad he was alive and in this movie.
Like, I'm glad that he's out there and he exists.
Yeah.
he dead?
No. Still on steroids, but he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shotzi, you're 4'2"? You 4'2".
Oh.
You're 4'2". You're
I'm 4.
Zombie candy corns too?
Yep.
Why? Just fun.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. And I like the effects. And I like campy.
All right. You guys have convinced me. I will raise my score.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay. Woo!
This movie is super fun. There is a good movie buried in here. There's a fun little weird kind of cool little story. It's got some really fun lines in it.
Tupelo, what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 2.
Tupelo is not impressed.
Raise.
That's a raise. It's got a solid 2. It's a fun watch, but it's definitely not Army of Darkness, but it's in that I would put it in that drawer of movies. It's definitely you're either gonna get it and love it, or you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, what the fuck did I just watch? But there's a lot of great actors in it who
Or all
are
of the
not
above.
trying. None of them are trying to elevate it. They are totally enjoying it for what it is.
Oh shit.
Joe Piscopo is well cast. I guess it's a fun movie. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, and you guys reminded me of all the reasons that it's fun. So I'll give it a solid 2.
Solid 2. That kind of sounds like you hate it, though.
I did until I talked to you guys. But I mean, no, you're right. There's some fun, the soul, Becky. What about the soul? Yeah, there's some moments. There's some fucking moments. I'll give you that.
Dude,
So.
when he gets put in the ambulance and he fucking gets it neutral and hauls ass down the hill and it wrecks and burns up, and then he gets out, out of the body bag when they're fucking getting ready. He's like, I need your gun and your bike. Yeah, dude, come on.
I don't know why he still had a hand actually after all that, but whatever. Yeah. If you don't care about things like plot
or anything,
script, but you just want to be entertained. I mean, it's like a Marvel movie. Don't think about it too much. Yeah, but seriously, yeah, it's fun. I'll back that. It's
Dom, I like your room.
Thank you.
Bed.
Yeah, it's a nice bed.
Yeah, you got some cool sheets.
Yeah, I like to I try to elevate the style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dress for the job you want, not the one you have. I have let's see, I'm pointing the right direction. There is a drawing of the girl from Mars Attacks.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, that's some Bill Ward art there.
Is one we should do.
We should do that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. It's amazing. One of my favorite movies of all time. And then I got drunk and
bed.
Huh?
You made your bed for us.
I make my bed every day.
Wow, dude, you're one of those.
One of those.
I love it.
Yep. I'm revealing a lot. And then we got this painting is done by Mr. Werewolf. I bought it while I was super drunk at a wedding and forgot about it. It shows Krampus beating the fuck out of Santa Claus, who's crawling away bloody with a bunch of trick-or-treaters looking on in the snow. And
Very cute.
They're dressed as a werewolf, a devil, and an angel watching this fight. Yeah, and then a bunch of toys and books. And if you look real close, right here is the doll that you gave me, the toy of the Frankenstein girl, right there. Yeah, you gave that to me as a gift, and that's on that shelf. So
I'm a guy.
You are a nice guy.
Hey.
Well, guys, I hope you have an amazing time in Florida. I think this movie averages out to be a 3 overall, or probably 3.5 because there's 2 4s and 1 2. So I think it's like a 3. It means on the better side.
That averages out to an 11. Oh my God, it's a more than movie.
I would be 10 if you added it all together, but whatever. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to the Monster Candy podcast. You should check out Dead Heat. He absolutely loves it. Shotzi thinks it's really fun and like a big dad joke, and I tolerated it positively.
Dude, it's going to grow on you. You're going to watch it again. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to watch this again, and then you're going to be like,
sure it will. Yes. Yeah.
Before we leave, Shotzi will give her rating on Train to Busan, or she likes to call it Train to Busan.
Did you say Putain or Busan?
Busan.
See, I would have thought Putain because like the Canadian dish with fries and.
Putain.
Okay, wow. What did you think of that movie? That's our last episode.
It was great. It was really awesome.
Okay. All right.
I fell asleep. I didn't watch all of it.
You're fine.
Sorry. I don't even think she knows what movie she's talking about.
You're lucky
she just
you can
told
wrestle.
me 2 days ago She's like, yeah, I gave it like a 3 out of 5. She's making shit up now.
It's lucky she knows how to wrestle so well.
She is lucky.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm stoked. Shotzi, I hope that you'll zoom in more often. I know you're busy,
And
but like,
I see how easy it is.
yes, we can
Hey!
have you.
Hey, isn't there like a new Zoom call movie on Shudder?
Yeah, the host.
Yeah, something like that.
We should watch that.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Okay.
As we zoom.
Hey,
So Mars Attacks is now on the book, and so is the host. Let's do that.
yep.
Do those. Oh, and Deep Rising.
Rise. I'm gonna watch all those movies right now.
And Train to Busan again.
I'm gonna watch Train to Busan too.
The Electric Boogaloo.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Well, there's a sequel to that coming out, right?
Was it? I thought it was a prequel. They did an animated prequel.
Right.
A prequel to what?
Train to Busan.
Oh, Train to Busan. That's my favorite movie.
Busan, but okay. Yeah.
It's now Train to Busan.
Busan. Sounds Busan. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for listening. This has been Monster Candy Podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Suck
It's
on
on your
my-
eyes, man.
Hey, man, you ruined my closing line.
You have another chance.
Fine.
Do it. Don't be a pussy. Come on,
No,
do it.
you already ruined it. Suck on my Peking duck.
Tricked us.
Get it? Because there's a bunch of Peking duck
You're such a heel.
guys in there. There's a bunch of zombie Peking ducks.
You've been listening to Monster Candy Podcast. Want to find out more about the show? Find us on the web at monstercandypodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram by searching Monster Candy Podcast. And you can find our Twitter at MonsterCNDYPC. Hey, we couldn't fit the whole name. What do you want from us? Let us know what you think of the show and if we're right or if we're wrong or what you want us to tackle next. We want to hear from you. Well, Shotzi and I do, but I can promise that E doesn't really care. To find out more about Shotzi Blackheart and her professional wrestling, follow her Twitter at Shotzi Black or her Instagram at Shotzi Blackheart. You can follow Screamin E's band, the Memphis Murder Men, on Facebook at TMMM official page or his Instagram at Screamin E. That's screaming with no G, add the E. For me, Dominic Davy, you can find my artwork at dominicdavy.com, my band Tsunami Bomb at tsunamibomb.net, and you can hear my other podcast, 3 Gigs, at 3gigspodcast.com or on the same platform you're hearing this podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Monster Candy Podcast.
Suck my peanuts.